Much peace to you guys and welcome. Today's topic is the emotional body. Okay, super important. I believe that there's nothing more important in this world than how you feel. Okay, so today I'm gonna share with you some tips on how to heal your emotional body. Super important, okay? And the first thing that I want to say is take care of your own feelings. Okay, take care of your own feelings. Make a deeper relationship with what you feel. Try as much as possible to make peace with your inner world, okay? And I'm realizing that this starts with forgiveness. Okay, forgiveness, forgive others. Super important. If you want to heal, you cannot have resentment of the past. Okay, you cannot live too much in the future either. So it's about making a more connected relationship with the present moment. Okay, and what I want to say is don't identify yourself with what you feel. Okay, try as much as possible to step into a meditative state where you're actually observing your feelings, because I'm realizing that I'm not the doer. I'm actually the consciousness that is beyond and behind my awareness. Okay, so you are not the doer. Okay, you are not the one that is doing, you're actually the observer. And when you are becoming the observer, you realize that you can actually allow feelings to flow through you unconditionally, and you can get to actually step into the flow state. Okay, you can get to step into the flow state, into a state of consciousness where you are no longer being so static, but you're actually stepping into movement. Okay, into the creative power, into the intuition, into something that you actually want to experience. Okay, now it's important to also get to face your fears, because we all have wounds. Okay, and it's okay to have fears, don't get me wrong. Okay, so it's okay to not be perfect, it's okay to have fears. And really, when you are really having the courage to accept yourself, okay, when you are having the courage to love yourself, it's like you are unlocking stuck energy that is within your body. Okay, so it's about not taking life so seriously. Okay, don't take life so seriously. Step more into the flow state and see what happens. Okay, and you don't have to be perfect. I'm seeing this in my own journey. The moment that I'm actually letting go of perfection is the moment that I'm actually becoming free. Okay, so if you want to heal the emotional body, you have to let go of perfection, because sometimes we are getting stuck in certain belief systems. Sometimes we are getting stuck in certain thought patterns or actions that are not serving us. But the more that we let go and the more that we love ourselves in the process, is the more that we are realizing that being free is actually our birthright, and really having a balanced emotional field is who we really are. Okay, now another thing would be, don't run away from negative feelings. This may seem like a paradox, but it's not. Okay, so I'm realizing that the more that we build self-control, okay, the more that we are accepting also a negative feeling, is the more that we are realizing the opposite, which is something positive. Okay, so the positive and the negative are two sides of the same coin. Okay, and you cannot know one without the other. And usually a negative feeling tells you things about yourself. A negative feeling tells you things about yourself. It may tell you where you are out of vibrational alignment. Okay, it may tell you where you need to work on yourself. It may tell you what is not working into your own inner world and into your own life. Okay, so realize that you have to also embrace your shadows, your imperfections, your negative side. I'm realizing that self-love is not about perfection, but it's more likely about getting to be real in the process. Okay, so you don't have to be perfect, you have to be real. Okay, so yes, the the emotional field is super important. Okay, It's super important. And someone said, instead of trying to feel better, try to get better at feeling. Okay? Instead of trying to feel better, try to get better at feeling. So I'm a sensitive myself. I'm a Scorpio. And sometimes I get really intense with my feelings. Sometimes I get really intense with my thoughts, my patterns. And I'm realizing that this is actually a beautiful gift from the universe. To be vulnerable, okay, to be sensitive, to have the power to feel and heal, you know. So if you're feeling like it is too much, that is actually a gift. Okay, it is a gift for you to become more grounded, more connected, more in tune with the present moment, more passionate, you know. So you have to accept yourself unconditionally. Okay, you have to love yourself unconditionally. And you have to realize that there is purpose in what is happening right now within yourself. Okay, and usually you have to love yourself even in your darkest moments. Okay, even in your darkest moments, you have to really get to make a deeper relationship with what is happening within yourself. Okay, and if you are healing your inner world, you're also healing your outer world. Okay, if you're healing your inner world, you're also healing your outer world. It's all a process of being connected with what is happening within yourself. And the more that you change what is happening inside, you actually change what is happening outside as well. Because the inner and the outer, they're actually interconnected. Okay? So it's all happening in relationship with you. It's all happening in relationship with your state of consciousness. And really, the more that you increase your consciousness, the more that you get curious, the more that you get to actually evolve your soul, is the more that you realize that the universe will actually respond to you. And really, the universe is so mysterious, it is so vast that it is mysterious and vast, okay? And the more that you look deeper within yourself is the more that you actually look deeper within the universe, okay? So again, it's all happening in relationship with you, because at a more advanced level, you are the consciousness that is actually in everyone and everything. This is why you have to realize that it's all happening in relationship with you, and you have to realize that you cannot actually throw something negative into the world, because that will actually return into your own state of consciousness. Okay, so realize that whatever you are expressing yourself as will actually return to you. And if you want to heal your emotional body, you have to really operate from purity, from higher consciousness, from a level of awareness that is beyond duality or polarity. Like, you have to become one with what you want to experience. You have to become one with others, because in essence we're all one consciousness, okay, one energy. So heal your emotional body, okay, super important. And you do this by accepting yourself. You do this by accepting your feelings unconditionally. You do this by becoming aware. This is also super important, okay, to become aware. So many of us, we are living unconsciously, okay? I have moments where I'm living unconsciously myself. But what I'm realizing is the fact that I can always take a step back and reflect on my feelings, okay? Reflect on my consciousness, reflect on my patterns, and really getting to alchemize and heal these things, okay? So yes, the emotional body is super important. If you don't have a good relationship with your feelings, you are actually living in a lower vibration. But the more that you increase your frequency, the more that you make a deeper relationship with your own inner world, is the more that you have the power to increase the circumstances of your own life, is the more that you have the power to find solutions to your problems, you know, is the more that you have the power to live a healthy life. And my suggestion also is, if you want to heal the emotional body, let go of stress. Okay, so stress is not who you really are. Okay, someone said that relaxation is what we are and stress is what we think we should be. Okay, so try as much as possible to find the flow state. Try as much as possible to find vibrational alignment, and vibrational alignment has nothing to do with stress. Okay, so try as much as possible to really step from doing into being. Have a day where you're actually just relaxing and see what happens. Okay, so yes, this is today's message about healing the emotional body. These were my tips. I just flowed with the message, and if you're resonating with this, thank you so much. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, and like always, see you on what is coming up next. Much peace, and get to heal your emotional body. Super important. Heal your feelings. Heal your feelings, because your feelings are super important. Thanks so much for watching, and like always, see you on what is coming up next. Much peace and namaste to you all.